Hello there. Alright, so today we're going to be making Levantine Falafel. Now, I have some oil here heating in the skillet. Now, falafel it's a Middle Eastern street food that's from Egypt originally, but it's very popular throughout the Middle East, but especially in the Levant, the Levantine region, which includes Palestine, Lebanon, Cyprus, Syria, and Jordan. So I have the recipe here written down. So you can see that's in Arabic, falafel. So now falafel in Arabic means pepper. I'm not sure why it's called pepper. It just is. I mean, I guess because there's only a dash of black pepper in the recipe I have here, but I'll just read off the ingredients. So it's 1 can of chickpeas, also called garbanzos, half a yellow onion chopped, 2 teaspoons of minced garlic, half a cup of fresh parsley. You can also use cilantro. 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 dash of black pepper, 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil. You can use regular olive oil also. 1 egg, 1 teaspoon of ground cumin, 1 teaspoon ground coriander, a pinch of cayenne, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 tablespoon of flour, 1 cup of breadcrumbs, 2 teaspoons of lemon juice, and of course, oil for frying. Now, I used the last of the oil, as you can see, but I primarily use sunflower oil because I find you get a better flavor from the falafel. But you can use any oil. You can use vegetable oil, canola oil. Yeah, any of those will do. All right, so I got the oil heating up in the pan, and you just use, with this kind of oil or veggie oil, whatever you're using, you only need about an inch or so in the skillet. Now the olive oil that's used in the ingredients, I use this kind. So this is the kind I used for this one, because this is a special extra virgin olive oil. This is a Palestinian olive oil. As you can see, it reads product of Palestine. So this comes from Palestine. But specifically, this comes from Jerusalem, and it comes from a place called the Garden of Gethsemane, which means oil press, because olive oil has been produced there for thousands of years, and it's still produced there today. So that's a special one. Now, when you're mixing all these ingredients, I put them in a food processor. Please excuse the clutter. It's difficult to find space in this house, but I use this food processor, as you can see. So, let's see. It's just a standard food processor, but that's what I use. And then to shape the falafels, I use these tools. This is a falafel scoop. These parts, they come apart, they disassemble, and you wash it, and you can reassemble it. It's very easy. And then a spatula, and then, here, give me a moment. Here's a falafel batter, already made, through the magic of the interwebs. So that's what it looks like once it's all blended from the food processor. All right, so you gotta oil up I'm using vegetable oil because you gotta use a little bit of oil on the scoop and on the spatula because it sticks. But you just take a scoop of this batter and you fill it into the scoop like so. So You just make it even. You don't need to like overstuff it. Just like this. That's perfect amount. So, and then you bring it over to the oil here, and you plop it in. Right. I'm gonna make 2 more of those right quick. All right. So this is a very common street food in Egypt and the Middle East. It's like you can find a vendor. I mean, like if you're traveling, they'll have them in a at a shop, at a restaurant. It'll be like somewhat outdoors. There'll be like a giant basin, a metal basin filled with oil, cooking oil, and they would cook like up to 100 falafels at once. So yeah, it's very common to have them in a wrap, also like in a gyro, like as a gyro sandwich. But it's a very popular vegetarian food as well. Oh, and I also use this scoop. So I use this to scoop up the falafels. So that's how they cook here. And these don't take long to cook. Right, I think this one can be flipped over. So, see, get them brown like that. I think this one can be flipped over. So, yeah, you gotta make sure that your cooking oil is good and hot because you want it hot enough to cook the falafels flat, to cook them well. Right. I think this one can be flipped over. This is one of my favorite foods to make. Because I'm on a diet now, still on my diet, but this is a very low carb, low calorie food. The chickpeas don't have a lot of calories in them or carbs, but I have been eating a lot of wraps lately, like in a low carb wrap. So a lot of veggie wraps, turkey wraps, falafel wraps as well. Falafel wraps are probably one of my favorites to have. Alright, I think these are pretty much done. I'm going to set the mobile device down. Alright, now you put these on a plate with a paper towel and you just scoop them up like so. Right, very easy. And then you pat them just a bit to get the excess oil. All right, now give me a minute. I'm gonna cut one of these open just a bit so you can see what they look like on the inside. Now, see, on the outside it's crispy, but on the inside it's still soft. So, but it's still good. It's not, it's not unsafe to eat. It's perfect because that's the way it's supposed to be. Because that's the way it's made. All right, so set these down here, and then I have a wrap here ready to go. So I have some hummus too, because falafel and hummus are the perfect match. But hummus is also made with garbanzos. This hummus is just store bought. It has olives in it, and you put veggies in there, lettuce, tomato, a little bit of red onion. I'm going to bring those over here. Set this down. All right, so et voila, that's what you have. So, all right, let's give this a taste test. Bon appetit. That is delicious. Healthy and delicious. And very filling also. All right, well, that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial on how to make falafel. So this recipe you can find it on allrecipes.com, or just Google search how to make falafel. But this is the Levantine version. So, but thank you. So be well and be safe. Until next time.